Take me out to left field. Give me a shot of Fireball. Give me some high fives from Mark Pena and a hug from Jeff Cross as we stand on top of the tables. Hearing the horns, that's a blast. For it's 1, 2, 3 shots from the cannon with the ladies of left field.
Hey y'all, it's game time with the ladies of left field. It's Jordan here with Casey and Katie.
Hi y'all.
And we have another fun, although unsurprising, baseball recap. We got some other cool things. I'm gonna kick off Hot Girl headlines with nothing even remotely college related because I know I am generally the hockey person, and you guys have not gotten a hockey update in a little bit. And I was kind of inspired because I was. Now I can't remember the opponent, but I was watching the Stars last weekend, and there was an infuriating OT loss, followed by an Avs loss. But my headline anyway, we're about 3/4 of the way through the season. Playoffs are on the horizon. Trade deadline's Friday. And so I thought I'd give a standings update. And in the Western Conference, Colorado is leading at 95 points. Dallas is at 90. Minnesota's at 87 and Anaheim at 75. In the Eastern Conference, Carolina, both my teams are doing okay. Carolina's at 88 points, Buffalo's at 86, Tampa at 82, and Montreal at 80. So I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, the Stars and Avs are leading the entire league also in points. So that should be an interesting. I think the fun stuff's actually going to come down to whatever ends up being in the Western Conference. But the Stars did play the Avs last week and lost 5-4 in a shootout. So we'll see how this plays out. But again, we got Stars are at 64 games, regular season's 82 games, so we're about 3/4 of the way. So we're in the home stretch.
Nice. Very nice. Well, I'm going to jump in here and just talk a little bit about women's college basketball. Our Texas Longhorns, I guess, I don't know if we call them Lady Longhorns anymore. They won the SEC championship in grand fashion. They played all 3 games that they had to play. They won by at least 17 points. So that was a huge, accomplishment there. Madison Booker was the tournament MVP. Justin Carlton, Jordan Lee, Brianna Preston, they all stepped up in a big way too. They all really just came through every time that they, were called on. They were there and really just basically helped the Longhorns shut down all 3 teams that they played. And of course, the greatest one was on Sunday in the championship game. They beat South Carolina, which was pretty much on their home court since that tournament was in Greenville, South Carolina. So clearly they were outnumbered from a fan perspective, and they just didn't let up at all. It was a great game. They were ahead from start to finish. They jumped out to a 12-0 lead in the first quarter. And so you could see Dawn Staley kind of like, what is happening here? Like,
that's kind of what I was like, yeah. this might do it.
Right. And so for our women, they basically have this week off. They will find out on Sunday who their opponents are. They will host the first 2 rounds because of the high seed that they have. And they are projected to be the number 3 overall seed as one of which by beating South Carolina, I think they flip-flopped because going into this tournament, we were projected to be number 4, 4 of the number 1s kind of thing. And then another pretty cool thing, from a Vic Schaefer's kind of standpoint thing is this was the 5th year in a row that the women have either won the regular season conference title or won the conference championship. So we had won the last 3 that we were in the Big 12. And then last year we had a share of the conference championship. And this year share of the regular season conference title. And this year we won the conference championship. So kudos to our women basketball team.
And because this came up in the broadcast quite a bit, is by jumping to the 3 seed, they go from having to go to California to playing in Fort Worth now, right?
Yes, I heard that as well.
That's a home game. I love that.
A home advantage. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I noticed that too, and I was like, that's super cool. And I just love beating South Carolina because I'm not really a huge fan of Dawn Staley, so I'm good with that win. And it was so dominant, so that was great.
Yeah,
and yes, I think it brings they're playing games now in Texas, which is super cool. So go Lady Longhorns, like you said. So I'm going to also talk about basketball, but I'm going to flip it to the men's. So right now, all those conference tournaments are going on for the men. And so I thought I'd give an update on kind of what's projected moving into March Madness. So right now, currently projected as number 1 seeds for the men's tournament. And there's been a little bit of movement here, but Duke Blue Devils being the overall number 1 seed. So they've been projected as the number 1 seed in multiple brackets. So that, in multiple kind of prediction places and people. Number 2, the Michigan Wolverines. Again, like Michigan's had a super dominant record the whole year. And the Big Ten title really pushed them into this number 2 position overall. Number 3 would be the Florida Gators. So Florida has really come on strong here at the end. They had this long winning streak. And so they're viewed as a lock kind of no matter what happens. And then the number 4 seed overall would be the Arizona Wildcats. So if you follow March Madness and basketball for a long time, a lot of these are old school powerhouses for basketball. So watch it, see what happens as these conference tournaments finish out, because there are some teams also what we call on the bubble. So these teams are either first in, or kind of first out. So a couple of teams right here, people are projecting probably to be in, but barely in. Indiana Hoosiers, Virginia Tech, Hokies, New Mexico, Lobos, and the Cincinnati Bearcats. So watch for that, see how they do in these conference tournaments. That'll kind of matter a lot. And then other teams hovering, maybe out. Personally, I hope they're in, but my dad's SMU Mustangs, they're on the bubble. People might be saying out, but we'll see. The Stanford Cardinals and the Miami Hurricanes. So we'll see. I think we know at this point our Texas Longhorns are out.
If they do well in the tournament, does that help them at all? I don't know.
Totally.
Again,
Yeah.
I'm bad.
Oh, I
But
think
they
so.
somehow get all the way to the championship game. I mean, of course, to win it, they automatically are in. So if you win your conference tournament, then you are automatically into the March Madness tournament. So you're into the NCAA tournament. But it doesn't matter. I mean, you could get a crappy seed. So, we've talked about the college football playoff system, which should actually mirror the March Madness situation, which is correct. But so we'll see. I think if they were to happen to get to the championship game, that might put them over the bubble, but we'll have to wait and see.
I don't know. I mean, I would think that if we won 2 games, because right now we're sitting at 18 and 13. So if you have a 20-win season, I don't know though. I don't know what all the other, the whole body of competition out there is.
Yeah.
But the thing with Texas too, though, is it's always an eyeball draw. People are going to watch Texas.
Totally.
So people are going to buy tickets to Texas.
It's good for TV. It's good for ticket sales. We are. I don't know, there for a while, we kind of had turned it around a little bit. And so we were definitely in. And then we started losing all these games recently and also not looking good. So we'll see if they can somehow get this together and beat Ole Miss and beat Chris Beard. We'd all be happy about that.
Yeah. Yes, we would.
All right, y'all. So I know, right? Selection Sunday is this Sunday, where they do reveal the official 68 team bracket. So then you can get online and fill out your brackets and all that for all kinds of good fun. Why not? It's just good times. All right, so we kind of mentioned some around the horns. So we go to around the horns first.
Softball just continues to roll right along. They opened conference play with the sweep of South Carolina this past weekend. It was a little bit more of a pitching and defensive series, low scoring games, especially at least by Texas standards. They won 4-2, 3-0, and 5-2. But still, that's good. You're playing a team that last year made it into the NCAA. They made it to super regionals. Apparently, they were so close to even knocking somebody out and actually making it to the Women's College World Series. So, it was a good road win and keeping it going. So,
yeah. So right now our baseball and softball teams are dominating, and they are a combined 38-1.
Yes.
So,
with 17 run rule victories between the two of them.
That's awesome.
which is
I have a random question. Last
Yeah.
night in the Texas State game, we went up by over 10 runs. Why did they not call the game?
it was the 9th inning.
Was it already
And
the ninth?
So
Okay.
and we were the visiting team. So
Okay.
you have to the home
Let
team
them,
still
let
has to
them
have
have
a game.
that. Okay, that makes sense.
Because
I thought it was maybe
normally
I thought it was maybe the bottom of the 8th when that happened. I was
no, but yeah. So if we'd have done it in the 8th inning, then we could have held them in the 8th inning, the bottom of the 8th, and then it would have happened.
okay.
Right. But yeah, you still have it. Just when we've seen the walk-offs, it's because we were the home team,
Right, that makes sense.
so
Yeah,
we
yeah.
scored it, and so it's like okay,
I was like getting ready for bed and halfway watching it, and so I was like not.
Yeah, I kept hoping in the 7th or 8th inning we would just go in and let's just go in so we can, have another one. But I was like excited once we hit the 10-digit thing, because that's another little fun fact is we've had 6 games in a row with double digits. And we have not done that since 1940.
Wow, that's awesome. That's a great fun fact. Well, I was thinking, how many Tuesday nights in a row until this one did we 10-run rule our opponent? Right?
3.
Yeah. So I was like,
I think
oh,
there'd
maybe we
been
can keep
3.
this going.
Right.
That would be fun.
Right.
But that's okay. We were close. We still beat them by a lot.
Yeah.
All right. What else did y'all notice about our awesome Longhorn baseball team recently?
Jordan, you have anything? Or
No, I was gonna say I was gonna ask first off, because if they win on Friday, is that like the best start in 44 years? Something like that I saw.
possibly.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
We had Barn look this up. We had 2 really like in the 70s, like in 77 and then in 82 we had like really long winning streaks. So we'd have to go way deep into the season
Way back
to touch those. Yeah. I mean and
Yeah.
it
Well,
was
I guess
interesting.
I had one other thing too, because since we were still in Around the Horns, I just saw that KD and Maddie Booker have this whole like Nike NIL program now.
Yeah.
Like specifically for Longhorns, which is very cool. And I'm probably late to the party on that, but that sounds so cool.
They just announced it yesterday. I think that there'll be a few more, but she's the first athlete. So there might be a few more at different schools, but they wanted to kick it off with a Longhorn. And so,
Okay.
so there
But
might
yeah,
be
I
more
guess
down
from the
pike or
press
whatever.
from the press release, it's that Katie and UT announced an NIL program that celebrates a select group of Longhorn student athletes in their continued basketball journeys, which seems cool. Like, yeah, it's called Access. Ooh, wow. It just seems really cool, and I love that Katie's still involved at Texas, considering all the success he's had and the fact that he was here for a year.
I love Durant, and he loves us. Like, it's a real deal. Yeah. And I just confirmed, yes, 1977, we won 34 consecutive baseball games. The streak ended when we lost to Rice in 14 innings, which is also wild. We lost 4-3 in 14 innings. But that's the longest streak in program history. But we also had a couple others. So in 1982, which we know that was a great team, they won 33 games in a row. In 1985, they won 22 games in a row. And then in a couple of seasons, we won 20 games in a row. So 72, 73, and 88. So, I mean,
That's pretty start we've had since 2005.
Yeah, correct. So it's awesome.
And that year didn't suck.
No, right. Exactly. I mean, I love this team, y'all. I think they're so entertaining, and I just like love the pitching, love the hitting. I don't know, all of it. The defense, it's just like they're super, super talented. And I think they're having fun, which I also appreciate.
Like, it's cool to see like Livingston's come alive now.
Yes.
I mean, he was the hero on Sunday with the grand slam, and then he had the walk-off to run rule. And then he had another home run last night.
Yep.
I believe.
Yep.
And then
Pac-Man still looking.
But continues like Pac-Man. Yep.
I know. We love Casey Borba.
Casey Borba's like hit all the way into the softball field.
Yeah. I know.
Well, and what was Texas State was his first multi-home run game, right? I think. I still get the press releases, so hold on before I lie. Let me double check that.
But
yeah.
For Borba?
I think so.
That sounds right.
Yeah, I think so.
His first career multi-homer effort, drove in 5 runs.
That's
Nice.
awesome.
Also, full disclosure, I turned it off and went to prepare my house for a carpet cleaning after the 7th inning.
Oh,
Good for you. That's what I told Case. I said I kind of was like getting ready for bed after the 7th, and I was like, and I still put it on, but I was pretty much going to sleep. So
It was long because I remember looking at like at 7th or 8th inning, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's after 9. So this is like this has gone past the 3-hour mark, which starts to unless you're at a game and it's like the best weather in the world and it's so fun, you're kind of tuned out after 3 hours of something.
Yeah.
Or unless it's like, literally going back and forth every inning kind of thing.
Right. Yeah, so much. I mean, I went to let's see. Last weekend, I made it out to the Saturday game, which was really good. Yeah, I mean, like Friday, Ruger pitched, looks super good. Ruger's just looking super dominant. And then Luke Harrison pitched on Saturday. And then we had some good relievers come in, finish that game. We actually left when it started raining and went to eat at Love Supreme. And then we did not come back. We were like, we're good. We're just going to call that a day.
That game did, though. They did the UC Upstate did battle back because they ended up making that score wise. It was 11-9.
Yeah. Yeah. But anyways, it was a good weekend. And then, Dylan Volantis continues to look super great on Sundays as well. And then I like our boy on Tuesday nights. He's looking good.
Oh, yeah. Cozart.
Cozart. That's right. Cozart with the big old feet. They always love to talk about. They said last night that he has this.
Literally every time.
I know. The only time they, the other big shoe they've had in Texas history, they said is Pittman. Dexter. Dexter, what's his name?
Yeah, from basketball.
Yeah. Which I was like, that was a big old dude.
But I find it like last night I definitely saw like basically even from like watching that Saturday night game, because like watching it at home and watching the end, that with our pitching, it's nice that we're not even waiting around. Like you throw a couple of you walk a few people, it's like you're coming out and we're getting the next guy in because we have so much depth.
Yep.
And having them get in and get have their chance to get in. And so that's really quite nice to see. I mean, because that Higgins finished it out last night, I think.
And he looked good too.
Yeah. And then on Sunday, I'm trying to remember that kid's name, but he closed out the game Saturday night and Sunday afternoon. So pitching's it's just nice the fact that if somebody's going to have an off time, off innings, off day or whatever, we've got a lot in the behind them to like, okay, you're going to go in and come out. We're not going to dig ourselves a hole.
It's not like, oh no, we have to try and ride this guy because we don't have something else to do.
Yes, because we don't have the
Was
arms.
LeFew? I don't.
LeFew.
It feels really
exactly.
bad. I was
Yes,
like,
that's who was over the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. And like you said, that guy last night, like he was pumped up too, and he was like, and he was, throwing strikes and pumped up about it. So it's been fun to watch. And then this weekend, girl, we got a big series. Our first SEC opponent in series. We play Ole Miss at home here at the Dish. So come on out. Also, big news in left field. Apparently, we have actually, maybe I don't know if I should say this, but like we have secured a big beer sponsor. So that's good.
That's what I'm saying. We can. This coming out Friday. We can announce it.
Well, I mean, there's
still
going to be
a newcomer.
There's going to be tons of beer now. So, I mean, people can come on out.
Such a good point. If you're a newcomer, still bring your own beer just to endear yourselves to the group otherwise.
Correct. Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I know that folks were pumped about that.
Yeah. It's just with as big as left field's got now, it's hard. Like you have to like hide a cooler so that you get whatever beer you want. Otherwise you end up drinking like no shade to whatever, like those Corona seltzer or whatever. That's just not my jam.
No, agreed. And most people have their own private coolers out there. And it's just for the folks who stop by and say hi, then we got plenty. But yeah, you can always bring your own. That's always a good idea.
Or just bring some to contribute. You can still drink whatever the is the
There you go.
sponsor
Very
is,
good
but
point.
bring something. Bring
Bring
something.
But yeah, it should be a fun weekend. The weather's supposed to be gorgeous, so that'll be lovely.
Yeah. Looking
And the
ahead,
fall-
because I do once we get into SEC too, I liked comparing stat stuff, just the numbers thing. I was also just looking like Ole Miss is not ranked, but they have some interesting like top 10 and D1 numbers. Like ERA, they're number 7 in the country. Home runs, they're number 4 in the country. What was I gonna say? K per 9, they're number 3 in the country. So it's kind of weird, like they're not ranked, but Ole Miss is always kind of there. So you never know. Although on the flip side, just to shine some light on Texas, ERA, Texas is 3 in the country, and we are 8th in slugging percentage, 9th in Ks per 9, and we have the 7th best whip in the country. And obviously they're leading or top 3 in the SEC in all of those. So that's why I went with D1 ranks, because obviously
Whip, why don't you give a little definition
thank you.
of whip?
Okay. So essentially it's walks and hits per 9 innings. So it's anytime you allow a batter to get on base. Yes, anytime a batter somehow makes it onto the base. So
yes, very good.
There's your fun vocab word for the week.
There you go. You can look really, really impressive when you go to your circle at work and talk about that.
Talk about the whip.
And then, yeah, if you're going to go on a date if you're a lady of left field, or you're trying to be, and you're going to go on a new date, that some sports guy will be uber impressed with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, what else, y'all? So yeah, come on out to left field. It'll be a great weekend out there. We're excited to kick off.
I think everything, it starts to get, I mean, yes, we're excited that we're 15-0 or 16-0, whatever our number is at this point. That's all yay and fun. But now it's like the real time. It's when it starts to really count and kind of see what you're made of. And I know there was a big push. I had to attend a little meeting this morning, and they're really, to us, we'll have a crowd. They're really trying to push a resell your tickets kind of thing. If you're not going to go,
I just got a text about it, Case. I just got a text about it.
Yeah, and it's
from Texas Athletics saying if you're not going to go, please sell your tickets. Basically,
yeah, and it's like with it being the first part of spring break, and it's South by Southwest, so you have some stragglers that come along because of South by Southwest, but you also have tons of people that just go there. They'll either be leaving town, or not. So hopefully we still will have a nice, good crowd. And they're getting they're doing more on the built Ford Tough right field setup out there. I think this is super cool. Ford, whoever the Ford people are, I don't know if it's like a local dealership or who our marketing people are working with, but they're going to do like benches along the front fence line, I guess. And the benches are going to be tailgates from Ford trucks from each year that we won a national championship. So like a cool 1949 and a 1950 tailgate. I mean, bench. Yeah, I think that's so cool.
That's awesome.
I'm not a Ford person, but I still think that's really cool.
What's your dog's name
again? Chevy. Yeah. We're kind of a Chevy and a Dodge family over here. But I did have a Bronco back in the day, so I was a Ford person at one time.
I had an F-150 and I had a Bronco.
Yeah. And so they're going to put, and then I think they talked about like the color shades were supposed to be as close to like what our color shade was then, because like in 1949, the orange is not really the same as the orange that we would consider now. It was probably more like brown or whatever. Yeah. So, and then they're supposed to paint like a mural on the back. They're going to submit the artwork for that. And people. So it'll be, this stuff will be like kind of basically rolling out through the season. It really won't probably be all completed. It may not even be all completed by the end of the season, but it sounds like they've found themselves a good partner that really wants to, they're smart. Right field gets shown all the time.
Yeah.
all the time with the
Buses.
what do you call it?
So, yeah.
The buses, but also with our bullpen.
Oh, right.
You know,
Right.
That makes sense.
Right. Yeah.
When they show you just kind of, I feel like, you know, I feel like sometimes you just see right field a little bit more than the Yeti Yard. And that maybe that's just me. I don't know. I might be dreaming that, but so Ford could be. So anyway,
I also heard that Ford gave all of our coaches new trucks.
Oh well.
We'll have to talk to Antonio about that one.
Yeah, that could be part of their dealer car deal.
I think it is. I heard because we went to the Yeti Yard on Saturday because the wind kind of picked up and got kind of chilly. And, you know, in the Yeti Yard, it's the wind is blocked, and so it's hot as hell on a hot day because you don't get any breeze. But it's nice on a cold day because you kind of feel more insulated. So me and Mark and Adam and PJ walked down there, and I don't know, maybe Mark, somebody knew. Somebody was like, "Oh, Ford's taking over the right field." You know, we didn't know the details case like you just shared, which are awesome. But it was like, and I heard the first step was that all the coaches got new trucks. I was like, well, that's lovely.
Nice.
I know. But yeah, that sounds awesome. The details will be fun. And I mean, I love those things. I love the Yeti Yard. I love that Ford right field yard, whatever you want to call it. I just think it's so fun for fans and college kids. And, you know, I mean, it's just great. You can bring your own. I mean, like a group of guys showed up with a bag of ice and like, you know, some beer because there's coolers in there, you know, so you can use those Yeti coolers. And it's like, I just think it's so good for the atmosphere. You know, I mean, it's just it's a good idea and it's fun.
Right.
So, yeah, I like it.
Oh, and another little thing this weekend is our first tradition day, tradition game. And Jay Brent Cox is the tradition honoree. So he will be throwing out the first pitch on Saturday.
Love him.
People to go back to our stellar 2002.
Yeah.
And teams.
He was so fun to watch, bitch. Love him. Jay Brent Cox is amazing. And then Casey, you also are doing a special thing at softball this weekend. What do you have going on?
Yes, softball is having a reunion for the softball letter winners, and softball is also playing Ole Miss, so that's kind of a unique thing in that both of our teams are playing the exact same SEC opponent at home. So there'll be a lot of activity going on down there. Softball starts at noon or 12:30. So if you like to attend both games, you can hit that one and then just roll out of that one and come up the hill and go to dish ball.
Yeah, it should be super fun. All right, y'all. Well, I'm excited. Let's get into some conference play. Let's hopefully keep our Longhorns looking super good, and then maybe this basketball
that ERA down and batting average up.
Yeah, exactly. Love it.
And game times are. I'm pulling it up.
6:30, 2:30, and I don't know Sundays.
1 p.m.
1.
6:30.
I just pulled it up.
1. There we go. And the following week for me is spring break, so you might see me out there on a Sunday, which usually doesn't happen. You guys are about getting my school life together, but no school. So fun.
That's awesome.
All right, y'all. Have a great time.
We'll see you all in left field.
Y'all in left field.
See y'all in left field.